Welcome to the Sword and Shield Shiny Professor Oaks Challenge. Now, traditionally, the Professor Oaks Challenge requires getting every Pokemon before reaching the next gym. For Sword and Shield, that would require a large number of Dynamax adventures or raid dens. However, I'm putting my own spin on this. I want to do an encounters only one. Although there are a couple of exceptions, which are the Galar, Alolan, Hoenn and Kanto starters, along with a few regional forms, which will get bred at a later stage, which will be after the first gym. The main focus on this challenge is to do full odds hunting. Breeding and DAs will lower the odds. I want to stop that. I want to focus on the fullest possible odds for all of the hunts. So the first section alone is the following locations: Route 1 to 4, the Galar Mine, Motorstoke. Wild area, we have the Rolling Fields, Dappled Grove, the Watchtower Ruins, but only the random encounters, not the overworlds. East and West Lake Axwell, and South and North Lake Melodic. Meanwhile, we have the Isle of Armor, which is the Fields of Honor, the Soothing Wetlands, Brawler's Cave, Challenge Road, Overworld only, Training Lowlands, Warm-Up Tunnel, Bottom Desert, but only in Shield because Sword has higher levels, Forest of Focus, Challenge Beach, Courageous Cavern, Loop Lagoon, again Overworld only. This was going to be a problem because you cannot catch anything that is above level 20, so that's why there are a few little exceptions. There are a few things that are 19 to 24 level, so we will have to discuss that during the challenge to whether we will go forward with that. That is for during the challenge, though only. We don't need to worry about it right now. For this challenge, though, I have set up 4 saves, again against the traditional rules. This is for a few reasons. I want 2 on each game, so 2 Sword, 2 Shield. It also gives me a chance to dual hunt, and again gets me all of the starters to breed and the Alolan starters, which will be key for later on the journey. Finally, I have used the DAs. I have caught 3 Pokemon on each save. The main goal for this was to get the abilities that will increase certain spawns. So we have a Flash Fire, a Static, a Harvest, and a Storm Drain Pokemon. Each game will have a different one, and that will become the priority of that. I've currently got a rough number that we're going to be looking for, which is 287. So hopefully this is going to be a lot of fun. I would love it if people come along to enjoy the adventure. There will also be DAs on this save because there is also a separate DA project where I would one day like to get everything in DAs shiny, but I just don't want to mix them too early. It would be kind of fun to try it at the full odds too. We will do updates with the new encounters between each area because I know that part 2 between the grass and the water gym is not going to have too many encounters. It's one little route. That's why I want to put a couple of the breeding in there, because technically I will not get a Hoenn one, but I will have both the Kantos. I could or should have all of the Alolan. And of course we have the Galar ones already. We don't have the Charmander. That will be late game. Deciding on whether we want to go into the DAs to grab them early or not. That is another discussion. We can also look at a few other things that we can breed down earlier into the challenge. So that is the key things there. But we are hoping to get some ideas as we go. Let's face it, we're going to be on Route 1, Route 2 for a long time. So if people think other ideas are better, we will listen, and let's evolve the challenge and see how it all goes. So I do hope we can have some fun with it though, because that's the key part of this. We will be live on Twitch for every moment of this challenge. I know I've done the setup offline, but that's just getting to Motorstoke, getting to the DAs, and stocking up on the Pokeball of choice, which is the Luxury Ball. So yeah, we'll be on Twitch. I'm looking at the moment with a potential of up to 4 days a week on this, maybe 3. And the schedule is always a bit, we'll get to it. We want to do a day on DAs, we want to do some radar, and there is the other games I want to work on once a week. So that will be the plan. So yeah, let's get this challenge rolling on May. In May is the start of this challenge.